Hey you guys, I haven't made an update on this GoFundMe campaign in a minute, so I just wanted to check in and say, first of all, thank you so much to everybody that's donated whatever amount. It's really helped get this campaign off the ground. So thank you so much. Really and truly, this 50-hour retreat training has some updates, and I just wanted to talk about that now that I can. So this retreat training is with a group called Yoga for Bad People. It's Heather Lilliston and Kate Linsison. I hope I'm saying those names right. But these people are amazing. They're kind of like, I'm just a huge fan of these women who lead retreats all over the world. And just seem like really down-to-earth people. I know that just through a friend of mine who's done a training with one of them that, there's like a strong Jivamukti background, big respect to Jivamukti, to the Jivamukti practice. It's all about roots. It's all about like keeping it real in every way, shape, and form, which is why I really resonate with these people. And why I feel really honored to be accepted into this retreat training. I know they're doing an intimate style. I know that this is their first one. And I also know that the whole intention of them doing this training is to be able to recruit some new teachers to help them with more retreats that they have planned in the future, which would be amazing in my in my life, I feel like, just because I've been sitting on my 500 hour for a few years now and teaching public classes and workshops and now teaching teacher trainings, which is amazing. So for me to elevate my personal teaching career to retreats is kind of next level for me. And I really and truly feel like it's important that we do the things that help us grow, the things that we're passionate about, especially that help us grow. Because if we're not growing, really, what are we doing, right? The thing about this timing is really interesting. I went from last year being super sick with like a crippling anxiety and depressed and not giving a shit about life in general, just like a real fork in the road about what it all means and why, and it was dark and it was shitty, and then and I pulled it together. I put on the face. I went to Maui last year and did the teacher training like we do every spring, but I held the community, and I was able to give 150% in the training, because that I knew was the thing I needed to pull me out of that darkness, to remind me of that of my purpose, of what we're here to really do. And it did. But I could tell that a few of my close ones in the community were like, something's up. It was just like a light was dimmed. The spark was kind of gone, and I was really just having a hard time. So to go from that last year, literally around the same time, and pulling myself out of that last year around this time last year, to now being so stoked, and being like really just holding myself accountable for my life. And so I decided to do this health coaching program at IIN, it's the Institute of Integrative Nutrition, and I will be adding that. That's a new level of my business. So I started that in November. It's a 1-year program, and it's $5,000, which I don't really have, but I'm somehow receiving to make it happen. And a lot of that is with fucking hard work ethic. But also it's an investment to be able to elevate my life, right? And that's really what these passions require us to do, is to commit to whatever it takes to test our willingness, to say like, hey, I know I'm meant to do this thing. We're freaking doing it. When there's a will, there's a way. Like there's no doubt about that, for sure. The thing about this training is that it just kind of popped up recently, and I'm not yet done with school. And I'm a normal human, flesh and blood, who needs to eat and likes to eat organic and lives in Southern California. And, you know, there's things to take care of. And so since I got accepted to this really intimate training, I decided, you know what, I'm going to do something I've never done before and ask for help. So here we are. I've never been one for handouts. If you know me, like really know me from like back in the day, you understand that like me asking for help is really fucking hard. Just because I've had to go through so much of my life through like this sort of survival mode, unfortunately. And so now to be, you know, a full grown woman, I've retired basically from that scarcity, or that mindset of scarcity, or that mindset of like, you can't have things, or you're not worth having things. Like that to me is such an ancient, it almost seems like another lifetime, that I used to think like that. So, you know, I know that everything happens as it should. I'm not a believer in miracles. I'm a knower of miracles. You know, it's a deep sense of knowing that like everything really does happen the way that it needs to happen, and in the timing that it needs to happen for you, like specifically designed. This life is specifically designed for you, and however you want to take it, and whatever it is you want to create in your life, you know. And in my first teacher training in 2008, I was like, I had seen a video. It was like a motivational video, and it was something like, the saying was something like, I want to represent an idea. I want to represent possibilities. I want to represent the idea that you really can have what you want, or make this life into what you want. You know, it's a conversation between you and the universe. Once you just decide what it is you're going to do, how it is you're going to do it, who it is you're going to be, you just decide. And from that point, the universe gets out your way, you know. And there's all this like stuff that's going to come up to test your willingness to sustain your knowing that it's all happening as it should, that it's all, you know, it's all for you and through you, that these things happen. And so, you know, that was like when the light really came on for me. And ever since then, I've committed to my path of education, you know, whether if it's yoga trainings. You know, I'm grateful to say that, you know, 10 years later, we're in 2018 now, I'm, you know, sitting on 500 hours and teaching teacher trainings in some of the most epic places in the world. You know, Colorado and Maui, and, you know, soon to come after this retreat training, I'm hoping to elevate that experience even more and provide, you know, retreats to even more places that I haven't been yet, you know, beautiful places in the world. And if you know me, you know I'm all about giving back. You know, every workshop I do is for the community that I'm involved in at that time. So this is never about me, right? It's never about us. It's really about like what it is that we're trying to do for others, or for our environment, or for, you know, whoever we feel inspired by, you know. So yes, this is me physically going on this training, but like my goal and the whole dream of this is to be able to lead retreats for people that wouldn't really be able to go on retreats. You know, there's somebody, another, like, it seems like a friend of the girls leading this retreat that recently did that. You know, they took kids, you know, teenage kids from like the hood, and like took them on this really amazing yoga retreat experience, you know, and immersed them into the culture of wherever they were, and they got a chance to like learn how to make, you know, healthy meals, and learn meditation and the benefits of pranayama and asana. And that's the shit. Like, if like that's what I would really, really love to do. But you know, I'm not limiting this experience. You know, whatever comes from this experience, I'm going to be so grateful for, and whatever, you know, sparks up the creativity of where to take it, like I'm all aboard. So the details of this right now is that all of these installments, I've broken it down into 4 installments with a $500 deposit. The $500 deposit is due like now, like today, basically. And through the campaign, I'm able to withdraw as we keep raising money. So I'm taking that $500 right now and sending it to the people that are leading this retreat as my deposit, as my like secure spot kind of thing. And there are taxes and fees that get taken out through GoFundMe. So you have to take that into account. So as of this very moment right now, I'm at like $481.20 after taxes and fees once I make this withdrawal. But that's the first one. The next is 4 installments of $575. The sooner I can pay all that off, the better, but it has to be paid by October 4th. That is not far from now, you guys. So help me get there. Help me help you. Help me help us, because this is a part of that agreement, of living life with purpose, of representing the ideas that it really can happen. I'm just a young girl from National City. I'm a young girl from Paradise Hills, from Southeast San Diego, who wasn't destined for this shit. But against all odds, here we are, and we're doing this. And I'm so grateful to all of the people that have helped this so far, not just with this campaign, but with my life. I'm constantly reflecting on all the like heroes that, I really have in my path to make sure that I didn't end up wherever, so without getting too emotional, thank you to everybody from the past, as well as the present, because this life is amazing, and I know that we don't go through it alone. It's impossible, really. So that's it. If you can't donate $10, $20, whatever it is, that's fine. But please share the link. If anything else, it's really easy. If you don't know how, let me know, and I'll share it with you, and I'll tell you how to do it or whatever. But please share this link. Please help me keep this going. Literally, time is of essence right now. So that's that. Those are the details. Thank you. Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. Terima kasih. Gracias. Those are all the ways I know how to say thank you, like 3 or 4 times. So please, thank you. Please and thank you. That's it. All the love. Send me messages if needed, if you have questions or whatever. Peace.